Hello, I'm lobegeigerderodriguez, an international executive speaking consultant, opera singer, and the founder of Cadenza.
Enchantée.
Many of my executive clients and the CEOs that I work with seek me out to incorporate a communication plan for change management. And I've noticed that the concept of change leadership needs more exploration. Change leadership is the CEO's power switch that will turbocharge growth in your organization. So if you're a visionary founder striving to scale growth to gain market share or reward your talent with a bigger cash bucket to retain them, this video is for you. In today's video, we will look at how you, as a visionary CEO, can influence change adoption using your communication. Our focus will be on change leadership as a trainable skill, and at the end of the video, I'll make some concrete recommendations for what you can do if you're meeting resistance from the team you count on to build your company to scale. So make sure you watch to the very end to pick up all the executive communication techniques. If you're a CEO, founder, leader, or change manager, no doubt you've pondered extensively what cinches organizational change success. In seeking to transform your organization and benchmark new opportunities, the vital skill of change leadership should hit item number 1 on your agenda. Change leadership will allow you to gain momentum. It's also going to protect your organization, especially if costs of failure to scale or survive far outweigh remaining the same. First, let's get clear on what is change leadership and how is it different from change management. Change leadership is the explicit skill through which you as the CEO, founder or leader strategically communicate the next steps persuasively and assertively to ease the success of change through your organization at scale. It is a set of communication behaviors that you can incorporate to optimize the behavior of your team and protect your organization from risk in the face of change. So you might be wondering, how is change management different from change leadership? In contrast to change leadership, change management is a process-based method of introducing change, usually coordinated by your change manager, who is not the CEO or founder. Its focus is on a procedure-driven set of tools and models to implement change. It is not a trainable skill, but a framework for operations. Change leadership, however, is the CEO's responsibility. Whether you're seeking to innovate, transform, or drastically modify the workings of your organization or company, change leadership is your responsibility as CEO because of the direct impact on your human capital. And the good news is, it is a trainable skill that can be learnt through elite executive communication training using verified research-based methods. A roadmap to transform an organization may seem like a seamless and logical thing that you've made, if only humans were so. Every maneuver, adjustment, or alteration you set up within your company impacts your personnel, customers, and top talent. So this episode today will provide you with some frequently overlooked principles that influence the success or failure of organizational change. So first, let me share a helpful process for identifying where you're at in leading change over time. Lewin's 3-stage process of change in an organization provides a useful way for considering how change unfolds from inception through to its implementation. The first stage in the process is unfreezing, the time frame in which your communications are geared to motivating your key players to move from the norm towards change at the outset. The next step is moving, the phase in which your communications are geared to implementing change and momentum. And the final stage is freezing, the phase in which change is made fixed and permanent. Just as the steps of change implementation vary over time, so should your communication approach as CEO. Communication with team members needs to be strategically balanced to incorporate both a preemptive and responsive approach. These 3 critical stages of unfreezing, moving, and freezing should inform a tailored communication strategy that considers unique variables such as your team, the changes you're introducing, your communication style as a CEO and founder, and more. Different change leadership practices are recommended across each step. And the best way to prepare yourself for each step in this phase is to plan before reaching it. However, all is not lost if you find yourself a few steps ahead of your organisation. That is quite common. At Cadenza, we can assist you with concrete, research-informed change leadership communication tools that serve to align your vision as CEO if you're a few beats ahead of your organisation's pulse. I've linked some information on how you can work with me in this area in the description box below. You might be wondering, what is the actual success rate of change management? Unsurprisingly, even the most optimistic leaders can quickly lose faith in their team, considering that up to 70% of change ventures need better deployment. Successful change leadership seeks to keep organisational citizenship behaviour intact. Organisational citizenship behaviour is the unspoken behaviours your employees engage in that lie outside of their minimum work requirements. Suppose you feel that your staff eclipse their KPIs and voluntarily outperform your expectations. Handle this asset carefully. In that case, it's usually the gift of trust and belief in the organisation's value system. The risks of mishandled organisational change relate to the inability to scale profits and innovation, but beyond that, your human talent can plummet, dragging all progress to a standstill. And if you notice that organisational behaviour is already at an all-time low, put your seatbelt on before implementing changes, because you're in for a ride that only elite communication strategies can assist with. Over on the Cadenza website, you can find an article with some advisable CEO communication tactics you can incorporate to position yourself more effectively as a change leader and gain influence and the clout to influence your team inspirationally. Don't forget that next episode, we're going to expand this topic of change leadership further with part 2. So turn notifications on for that coming video where I'll share with you more details on risk factors with your employees that can cause your vision to lose momentum. You'll learn negative coping strategies among your team members to watch for and gain some vital recommendations to prepare for emotional reactions across your organisation that can sabotage your growth vision so that you can be prepared to streamline your behaviour to better inspire the ideal behaviours throughout your organisation that you need to scale. At Cadenza, we can help you to position yourself ready for change leadership by enhancing your leadership communication skills, reputation management, and presentation skills. We can also assist you to develop your team's communication abilities, emotional intelligence, and their ability to communicate more effectively under pressure. Executive communication consultations at Cadenza are designed to offer validated, research-based training that's practical and transformational. Designed for CEOs, founders, and leaders, our extensive tricks are not only research-backed, they work to sharpen your communication agility drastically so that people not only listen to what you say, but take action. So if you're an executive, CEO, or founder who wants to forge a new path forward with the path of least resistance, we can help with that. Our team assists CEOs and founders to speak with eloquence. You'll learn how to juggle your interactions seamlessly so that your words and message align with your vision in a way that builds relationships, trust, and outcomes. These sessions will provide caviar for your leadership communication to allow you to move in the next elite circle. Visit our website to learn more about how you can work with me via the link in the description box below. Change leadership as a CEO or founder is your exciting responsibility. There are massive opportunities awaiting you if you get training in elite communication tools you need to master this skill. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you found the tips helpful and applicable for your executive communication goals and organisation. And please let me know what are some other topics that you'd like to hear about in the comments section. and I'll be mindful to incorporate your suggestions into new videos for you. See you soon, thanks for watching, and ciao for now.